Hey guys, Joe from Real Talk here, and today is May 4th, the official day of Star Wars, other than the Force Awakens premiere day. Vanity Fair released a lot of set pictures that they took while on set for the Force Awakens, and they just released them today, and I think that all of these pictures carry something really important for the movie, so I'm going to go by each picture and see what I think of each one and how much of a clue they really give us towards the movie. We get a picture of J.J. Abrams, Kathleen Kennedy, Lawrence Kasdan, and even John Williams himself. John Williams is the oldest of the four people, and probably the most surprising that shows up in a picture like this, because he mainly appears whenever they're recording music for the movie. And my best guess is that he's probably there to discuss the movie, the trailer. Probably they were talking about the trailer's music at this point, because I think right now they're just recording and finishing up on the music for The Force Awakens. So either this is very, very recent, or this was taken when John Williams just visited on the set. I have a lot of trust in J.J. Abrams, Kathleen Kennedy, and Lawrence Kasdan to bring back Star Wars from after 10 years of just being not hiding, but just basically being out there and having no direction, to be quite honest, with George Lucas on and off about doing another Star Wars movie, and also, of course, after the prequels. So let's move on to another picture that I think is very interesting. We get a picture of Oscar Isaac playing Poe on set, getting out of his X-Wing. Interesting thing too, the X-Wing doesn't look that much different in the new trilogy, but it does carry some differences and looks more rusty and probably used up more, which I enjoy because I love the grittiness of Star Wars, and that's what makes it very different than a lot of other things. But Oscar Isaac's, his costume here, you can still see the Rebel Alliance logo on there, so something tells me either the Rebel Alliance is still the Rebel Alliance, or they just adopted that as the logo for the new Galactic Republic, which it could be either way. It could be either, so it's all up to speculation. I want to talk about this large picture of this panoramic viewpoint of a lot of aliens. I think the most interesting thing is the robot, because the robot kind of looks like a similar design to the original C-3PO design that a lot of people thought we were going to get in A New Hope. And also the aliens, just the aliens they just remind me of classic Star Wars and classic George Lucas whenever he was doing those movies in the 70s and the 80s, and this also reminds me of Labyrinth with David Bowie. These monsters, these creatures just look so incredible. They look so different. They look so unique in their own way. I really enjoy the big guy in the middle. He's just chilling back there. And the old guy that stands right next to him kind of looks like Charles Dance, but I'm just saying. So let's move on to a little picture of Lupita Nyong'o. Her character's called Maz Kanata. Fully CGI, I think, performance capture. Almost similar to Andy Serkis and his Lord of the Rings performance. And the interesting thing is, it's not Andy Serkis doing this stuff, it's Lupita Nyong'o. I'm pretty confident that Andy Serkis is on set basically coaching her up on how to perform well under motion capture, and I think that's a fantastic thing to have somebody like Andy Serkis over your shoulder teaching an already great actress, an Oscar-winning actress, how to do motion capture, because it's obviously a new territory for her to explore. Next we get Kylo Ren, played by Adam Driver, commanding snowtroopers on an icy planet, and he's loyal to the First Order. Basically, the new Empire is basically called the First Order, on the plains of a secret base. I think this is the same exact place as that trailer shot we got with all those troopers in that huge rally for the new order. I think that Adam Driver being unmasked was important because a lot of people were already speculating that it was going to be him. He's becoming such a big name actor. You have to announce who he is and be clear on who he's playing. I had a feeling when I saw the first trailer, because let's be honest, there was no other footage of Adam Driver on screen. I think he's one of the big four. Him, John Boyega, Daisy Ridley, and Oscar Isaac. I think these four characters are going to be the anchor point of the rest of the trilogy. I love the snowtroopers in the background. The snowtroopers look awesome. I love the helmets. They look very unique, very different. The suits are also the armor is very different too than the snowtroopers in The Empire Strikes Back, but they still carry over that Imperial look to them. I think this planet is the same place where the First Order had their rally on in that trailer we saw, and I even think that this place is the same place where we got our first ever glimpse of Kylo Ren's lightsaber in that first teaser. Next, I want to look at a picture at J.J. Abrams coming to the set directing Rey, played by Daisy Ridley, and setting up for a scene in her character, and she's on her speeder. We get other aliens on set too. The planet is confirmed to be Jakku, and we basically get to see a marketplace of this planet and Daisy Ridley on set. I think this is where she meets Finn, played by John Boyega, and this is going to be an interesting scenario here because it looks like Tatooine, but it's not Tatooine. So I don't know if J.J. Abrams is going to make it basically Tatooine, or something about the planet itself is going to be different in Tatooine. We get our first look at Captain Phasma, played by Gwendoline Christie from Game of Thrones. Interesting picture. I love it. You know, the chrome design carries over from that trailer we saw just a couple weeks ago. Her helmet looks very gritty. In the trailer, she had her helmet also chromed out, so it's interesting to see. It doesn't look very chrome on this picture. Maybe it's just the angle, or it's just something else, but to me in this picture it just looks like a normal stormtrooper helmet with dirt on it. But I do think that the suit and the cape just give her even more dominant presence, because she's such a tall character, tall person, and her character is going to carry such a tremendous stature in the entire movie. Her being the right hand of Kylo Ren would be a fantastic thing to explore. Both of them exploring a rebel base and taking out, a lot of rebels together, in brute force would be awesome to see that kind of sequence in Star Wars, something that brutal. So guys, that looks to be all the pictures that were just released by Vanity Fair. A lot of new content out there for fans to digest, a lot of new pictures for everyone to look over and to start speculating on some theories of the movie. Why don't you guys speculate at the comments below? Let me know what you thought of the pictures, and what do you think this gives us a clue into? Comment below. Don't forget to like this video if you get the chance as well, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Joel from Real Talk. Go watch the movie.